You see, my friend, biggest losers and the biggest winners on the market. When everybody buy, you sell. Don't you forget one thing. Ještě taková perlička, táto. Perlička při obchodování. Základy, táto. Just for beginners. You know, when everybody buy, you sell. And when everybody sell, you buy. Doesn't mean, of course, that you go and you look at what's happening, who is the biggest winner and who is the biggest loser now. And you follow the the direction of the 65% people. 65% of people gotta be elite. They wanna be elite somewhere. They don't care if it's gas chambers, but 65% of crowd wanna be elite by somebody, according to psychological studies. When everybody buy, everybody look at the buyers like they buying, right? So it means in this case you sell that shit, and vice versa if you got it, right? Because when everybody buy, everybody jump on it and they're buying with them. So you gotta buy against them. You know, a lot of people don't realize this detail that what you see is what they see. If you're able to understand what people see and you do just the opposite, that's how you're making money. It's just an elementary thing, right? But a lot of people don't realize it. They're so dumb that they jump on the stock which is running up. You can do this if you have some exit shorting, people doing it, but it's a very risky shit. But if we're really talking about bottomless and bottom of the mind, Jesus Christ, there are people who telling you, okay, I'm practicing when everybody buy, you sell. So I look at what people doing, everybody buying these shits, so I'm gonna buy that shit, But as we talking about is, of course, when everybody buy, they'll fucking buy. So you jump against them, right? So a lot of intelligent people, there are a lot of idiots who don't know what to do, but usually people are brokers who doing these things. So of course, I repeat again, when everybody buy, it's a vice versa situation, right? But double vice versa. So when everybody buy, in that moment, everybody is selling, which means everybody is buying again. Because everybody who look at the buyers, they buying, everybody start to selling it. And everybody start to selling it, so you're buying it back. Yeah? But we know that the most important thing in this case is the timing. So it depends if you look at the situation 1 hour before the market is closing or after, and then you decide what you do. But if you break the code of the psychology of every stock, you just go under the, you go to the websites and you look at just the notes and what people talking about chat. Just do the opposite what people talking about. And you have an 80% probability. Nothing is sure, but you have an 80%. 80% is a probability. Probability by physics, but theoretical physics is 80% theory of probability. You have an 80% chance that you can swing yourself or a little bit scalp with this fucking stock. But don't you forget, when you're shorting the stock or whatever it is, when it's going up, you go up, and in this case, you really positively buy plus, no, sell. So then you have to have an exit strategy to lose, because nobody tells you this. That's the other thing for the beginners. Nobody tells you this. Like American quotes double, but the most rich or favorable stock eventually will perish into 99% of lost. So that's why I never look into the stock market with the long term, because every stock eventually, each one of them, which is very strong, like Nvidia, will lose its own 99% value sooner or later. If you want to control what you're gonna do, there are only three ways how to make money: be faster, be smarter, or cheat. I don't cheat, so I have to be hell of smart. In this case, I just need to be faster. Yeah, you can know what happened with stocks in 2, 3, 4, 5 days, but you have no fucking idea in 5, 10 years if the dollar will not be collapsed or if there won't be some fucking Euro China competing with some Canadian Euro American Greenland against each other. This civilization might be really coughing the blood and we about 50, 70 years before. We just invented wheel and all that shit, like Sumerian clay, but we gone. We gone. Either be a nuclear fucking shit, you know, but everybody knows that Central Europe is lost and Eastern Europe. Everybody knows test. Putin will test if he can attack one of the NATO countries and if the article which will article 5 or 10 or whatever fucking it is, I don't give a fuck, I can google that shit in 1 second, but they know that maybe article 22 he will test if they will come and help to the country which will be attacked. So he chose Slovakia after Moldavia is of course next. Maybe he used this breach in the with the Karabakh, the situation on the border. I don't think so. He tries Poland. I think he tries probably Lithuania or Latvia, and he will or Estonia, and he 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 tries if the other countries when he attack Latvia, for example, if other countries will come and help Latvia. He just try. Putin tries and he goes back like a predator. He tries Ukraine, he tries Crimea, he's biting. And then he stops back and he says, hey, they say, okay, no problem. Because he knows that the Europeans will not throw the fucking nukes in Moscow when he just attacked conventionally Latvia. So he tries and he steps back, he says, hey. But in 5 years, Putin got enough. This guy is, this guy is making so, this guy is incredible effort, putting in incredible effort. You see, Taiwan shit is the next one. It's just no question about it. So Putin, his again, I told you what controls the world. What controls the world is just psychology, correct? Look at the psychology of Mr. Putin. Do you think Mr. Dadushka Putin will Vladimirovich, he will leave this planet without saying goodbye? Of course not. Come on, man. What Hussein would say if they don't cut him, or Gaddafi, or what do you think these people will do? What do you think these people will do? Of course, they will keep. You'll see Amazon, Netflix. Everybody is playing with these shits. You have to just play like they don't play silver. Forget about silver is copying gold. Don't diversify between gold and silver because if gold silver goes down, you want to diversify. You have to find different kind of metals. Maybe nickel, babette, or listen. So the thing is that Putin will try to test, and his psychological profile telling us that he won't leave this life and this world without saying goodbye. I met this guy in Panama, very intelligent people. Actually, in Panama, only intelligent people live there and very greedy and don't want to pay taxes. And you meet the 10 times more intelligent people than in elite points in Europe, which are really demented. I'm talking about elite points. And I talked to this Russian guy. He told me it's question of 1, 2 years there will be little, tactical nuclear weapon thrown, and it's question of 5 years when Putin will launch serious big atomic bomb. I have no reason not to believe this person who didn't who didn't think by his hope, by his false judgment and the stupidity and naivety, but he look at the things as they are, pretty dark, but realistic. So this is just question of time, and Putin will never go back. I'm very amazed actually, but not people demented, that there are no more psychologists who telling you, or he who just talking about this, that Putin is in his, we don't know how much time he has. So I think he's treating well. There was some rumors that he got a cancer of blood or something. We don't know. It was confirmed, whatever. But I would have if I'm US, not only A B compared to China, A B C D. I would have some, and it's always that, by the way. I would have some strategy. What the fuck to do if the Putin dies? They say no, it's okay. The Russia will get free. Yeah, there can be even more dark scenarios, or it will defragment the atomized on little fucking countries. But nobody think what Putin will do in moment when he's dying. I mean, when he's dying, he has a cancer. He knows that he has couple of days, couple of weeks. I mean, what do you think this guy will do? I mean, I think I don't believe that CIA now don't think about this. Like 3 years ago, they said it's 50% chance. 50% CIA you know, get public and desecretize the information that when the war in Ukraine started, the chance was 50% that Putin will drop the atomic bomb. 50% on its enemies. 50%. But in order not to create panic, they said people in Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, that it's in Poland and Europe and the world that it's only 5% or however. But it was 50%. And smart people knew what's going on in that times. They knew that they should not believe media, and so it was 50% chance that Putin will throw atomic bomb. Now think, follow the facts. You think these people don't have a plan what will happen in moment when he's dying, he's ending his life? What do you think Putin will do? He's dying and okay, I have a couple of weeks. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I will just leave the world as it is. Oh, there is some red number. There is some red. There is some red button. What is this? Hey, das vidania. Think A B C D E. It's always that. It's always that. Pray for the best, expect the worst. Sometimes it's B, C, D, E, or H, but very often 80% probability it's a Z.